Dallas is in a correction right now, but only a handful of neighborhoods are quietly setting up for massive growth over the next 5 to 10 years. If you buy in the wrong place, you'll overpay and get flat appreciation. If you buy in the right pockets, you could ride the next big wave. So in this video, I'm going to break down 5 Dallas neighborhoods I'd be buying before prices jump again, including my personal favorite at the very end. My name's Selden, and I'm a Dallas real estate agent, and I'm in these neighborhoods every week. I'm watching permits, talking to builders. So this isn't just theory, it's what I'm actually seeing on the ground. First up is your classic sleep well at night choice, Prestonwood in far north Dallas. If you want solid growth without taking big risks, this is your bedrock of value. Most homes here are trading in the mid 500s to low 700s, and you're getting larger lots in an already established neighborhood feel that newer suburbs just can't match. Tree-lined streets, clean yards, pride of ownership everywhere. This is the definition of stable. And here's why I like it long-term. Much of Prestonwood feeds into highly rated Richardson ISD, which is a huge draw for families and a major driver of resale value. You're minutes from the Galleria Mall and a straight shot down the North Dallas Tollway into downtown and major job centers. There's also very limited new single-family supply in the area, which helps support prices over time. The one caveat is that you need to be intentional about which streets and which zones you're buying into. Zoning lines can be kind of weird, so some pockets are stronger than others. So always verify the exact schools surrounding the development before you write an offer. And next up, we have Lake Highlands, the ultimate family-friendly outdoorsy play on this list. If you want top-tier schools, a tight-knit community, and a gigantic lake basically in your backyard, this is your spot. The star of the show is White Rock Lake. You get over 9 miles of trails for biking and running, sailing clubs, a ton of parks and green space. That lifestyle moat is a big reason property values here tend to be pretty resilient, even when the broader market cools off. People move here and stay. You typically see prices ranging from the mid 400s for smaller or more original homes up to the 700s and above for updated properties in the most desirable pocket. A lot of Lake Highlands is served by Richardson ISD, as well as which keeps steady demand from families focusing on education. From a safety standpoint, it's generally considered peaceful, family-oriented area, with the eastern portions often viewed as safe. Some sections are already established and pricey, but there are still great opportunities for homes that need thoughtful update. Before we move on, I'm curious, if you're drawn to more stable, established vibe of Prestonwood or the active outdoorsy lifestyle of Lake Highland, let me know in the comments. Neighborhood number 3 is Campbell Green in North Dallas, a really nice balance between city convenience and suburban calm. This area is anchored by the 17.5-acre Campbell Green Park, which is a true community hub. Sports fields, playgrounds, tennis and pickleball courts. You actually see the neighbors outside using the space. From an investment standpoint, most homes fall roughly in the 500s to the 600s. And the big advantage here is location. You're close to major routes like George Bush Turnpike, making commutes to job centers in Plano, Frisco a lot easier, while still keeping that quiet residential feel at home. Demand tends to be strong from professionals and families who want good schools, solid homes, and a reasonable commute. This is more of a steady, predictable appreciation neighborhood than an explosive one. And that's why a lot of people want in a primary residence. Now let's talk about a true value play, Webb Chapel in Northwest Dallas. If you're a buyer with a vision who wants to get ahead of the curve and build serious equity, this is an area you should be watching closely. For years, Webb Chapel has been overlooked, but that's starting to change. You can often buy here for noticeably less than the higher priced neighborhoods just to the north and to the east. And that value gap is beginning to close. Many homes here sit roughly in the 300s to the mid 500s, depending on size and condition. On the ground, I'm seeing very real momentum. Infrastructure upgrades, refresh retail, and city-led corridor studies focus on safety and roadway improvements. The plans range from improving striping and crosswalks to the short-term potential reconfigurations that make the area safer and more attractive long-term. Private investors are clearly paying attention. The underrated advantage here is the location. You have quick access to both Love Field and DFW airports, plus a surprisingly fast commute downtown and major employment centers. When you put together a central location, improving infrastructure, below market pricing, that's usually a recipe for long-term appreciation. You do need to be selective. Some streets and complexes are much further along than others. So this is an area where having local guidance matters. And my final pick is the highest risk, the highest reward neighborhood on this list, the Cedars. If you're an urban pioneer or investor who wants to be on the ground floor of Dallas's next legitimately cool neighborhood, this is where you look. Just south of downtown, the Cedars has that raw, creative energy you usually see in places right before they blow up. Historically, this was an industrial area. Lots of warehouses, older commercial building. Today, it's being reimagined. You've got sleek, modern townhomes and new projects like the Ambassador Residences going up next to historic buildings, many with some of the best skyline views in the city. Walkability is a big part of the draw. Independent breweries like Four Corners, live music venues like Gillies, and a growing list of restaurants and creative spaces. It feels a lot like where Deep Ellum and Bishop Arts were a cycle or two ago. And now the trade-off. Crime is still higher here than the quiet suburban neighborhoods I mentioned. It's an emerging area in active transition, but the roughly B crime score and major outgoing investments in public safety and infrastructure, the overall trajectory is improving. The bet you're making in the Cedars is that the southward expansion of downtown Dallas with the massive convention center district plans and continued growth in the urban core, the Cedars is the next frontier for that momentum. So if you can tolerate some short-term volatility in exchange for potentially outsized long-term appreciation, this is where the upside lives. So those are the 5 neighborhoods I'd be looking at now for long-term equity growth. Prestonwood is your blue chip sleep at night anchor. Lake Highlands for families who want that lake trail lifestyle. Campbell Green for perfectly balanced North Dallas living. Webb Chapel is an undervalued value play hiding in plain sight. And the Cedars for urban pioneers chasing big upside. The Dallas market can feel confusing, especially when headlines are shouting about corrections and crashes. But opportunities don't disappear. They just move. Knowing where they're moving is the whole game. So if you're thinking about moving with or to the Dallas area, you don't have to figure this out alone. I'm here on the ground every day, touring these neighborhoods, talking to builders and residents, and helping people find the right fit for their budget, lifestyle, and long-term financial goals. The first step is simple. It's just a conversation. So click the link in the description to book a free, no obligation call with me. We'll talk through your situation, your budget, and your timeline, and I hope you'll build a clear, personalized game plan. If you want to keep researching on your own, your next stop should be on my video Before These Dallas Mega Projects Change Everything, where I break down the big developments that are going on that are going to shape Dallas over the next decade. I'll link it right here and in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in Dallas.